Welcome back to Houston Life. Summer is right around the corner, and if you want to keep the kids busy and entertained at home, our next guest has some ideas.
You know this guy, and many of you do too as well, from Children's Museum Houston. Welcome back, Mr. O. These are easy, family-friendly science projects. It's nice to see you.
It's nice to see you, and that's exactly what we're doing today. Is we're going to do some projects here that you can easily do at home with your kids, especially the younger ones, since we're celebrating our Gallery of Wonder.
Okay, but do we need a bib for this, or like an apron?
No.
Anything.
Well, I mean, when you do it at home, I do recommend it because, you know, if you're going to do something fun, it's going to be messy. But here, we can control ourselves just a little.
Okay.
I'm not going to make too big a mess.
I'm kidding.
So we're going to start over here with color mixing. And this is one of those really easy things to do. You just simply color some water with food coloring. So if you'll mix the red and yellow right there to that cup.
So primary colors.
Primary colors. So we're just going to explore primary and secondary colors to start with. And so, you know, red and yellow, of course, makes a lovely orange. Obviously, we need a little more yellow, though. So the question would be right there. You turn and ask the child, why isn't it orange?
It still looks
exactly.
Totally
so
red.
What do they think you need to do? And that's the whole point of this, is that as the parent, ask them the questions. Let them help lead you towards some answers.
But if I were the parent, I wouldn't know the answer. What's the answer?
Well, then that's the point. You don't necessarily need to know, but it's like, what would you like to do? Let's run with your idea. So, for example, if you do the blue and the red.
Wait, the blue and the red?
Blue and the red here.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay.
Maybe we do it at the same time.
And so now you get a really dark purple. And so it's like, wow, why is it so dark? And then if we do, though, the blue and the yellow.
Okay. I mean, conventional wisdom says it should be green.
Should be green, and it
dark
is.
green.
That's a very dark green. But then what could we do next? Well, what if we add a lot more blue to it? What happens to our color? Is it still green? It's now more like a bluish green, maybe a bleen. We'll just make up a new color name for it.
Or like a mermaid green.
That's exactly it. So this is the fun of just working with your kids. It's simple, and let the kids just kind of keep mixing the colors and seeing where they go.
Exploration.
Now the next one is another great color exploration. This is just shaving cream, and normally when you see me with shaving cream, that means pie, but we're not going to do any pie fights here today. Rather, what we did is we took a little bit of our food coloring and we just kind of dripped it on.
Okay.
And then you just grab those chopsticks from all that Chinese takeout, and you two will just simply swirl around that shaving cream. And as you do it, you're going to mix it. It's going to get all your primary and secondary colors. You're going to get these cool swirls and everything else, kind of like what I showed during the bump. And so if you just keep going, then what you do is you just take an index card or a piece of paper or something simple. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reach in here and interrupt Rayanne's work. I'm just going to smush it down in there. And what you get is you get obviously a mess, but once you scrape it off, you get a lovely reminder of this. And you can do this over and over again. It's never going to be the same.
What I like about this, Mr. O, is there's no right or wrong method or answer, right? This is just about getting young people's brains going.
Exactly, precisely. And now our last one is really about making a huge mess. I will fully admit that. We're not going to make it too big a mess, but it involves measuring. Whenever you get a chance, let your kids cook with you. Measurement is a great introduction to mathematics, especially fractions. So I'm going to take a cup of cornstarch and half a cup of water that I colored blue because why not? And then you're going to have to use the most important mixers you ever got, your fingers. And you're just going to get in here and you're just going to swirl it around. And what you're going to end up with is you're going to end up with what we call oobleck. And you got to make sure you really emphasize the oobleck. Oobleck.
Oobleck. That was my nickname in high school, only without the black. Just ooh.
And so what you'll notice, though, is if you hit it hard, oobleck doesn't splash. But if I pick it up and hold it in my hand, it flows like a liquid. This is called a non-Newtonian fluid. Non-Newtonian fluid. But for kids, it's just about, ooh, it's really fun. And my kids loved making this when they were younger. And honestly, my 17-year-old was a little upset that I was not letting her make it today. But this is wonderful things that you can do easily.
Mr. O, let's take a quick commercial break. For the full lineup of activities happening at Children's Museum Houston, go online, cmhouston.org. You want to get your hands in that, Rayanne?
Sure, why not?
Whoa, okay, go for it. We'll be right back. You're not shy.
Oh, no.
Okay, reminder, don't forget to join us tonight and explore the brand new Gallery of Wonder at Children's Museum Houston, 7 p.m. tonight on KPRC2 and streaming. CEO of the museum, Rayanne Derensborg, Mr. O from the museum. 25 years Mr. O has been there. This experiment was trippy. We got to post this online, y'all. Thanks so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having
Tonight
us.
at 7.